been in hyperspace for a long ass time, man. Like, do we know where we going?
We gotta go into like deep super hyperspace. This isn't even far enough yet.
Well,
we gotta go just a little bit further, and then we can start the transmission.
That's what's up. So now Wallace said that this shit should work, right? Like we gonna be good, right? We gonna be able to stay on the whole stream from way out here.
We should be able to. I got the satellites calibrating now. Like it's getting there. We're almost there.
We're almost there. That's what's up, man.
We're almost there,
That's
man.
What's up.
I know. You weren't here to get back to the crib.
Of course, man. My 5 is at home waiting on me, man. I'm trying to play some PlayStation tonight, man. And I gotta admit though, this Millennium Falcon is dope as shit, man. Like,
I know, man.
Like what? Say, man, why the hell we don't do the show from here more often, bro?
I mean, we gonna have to. We should. You know, we just got this, man. We had to go get it from Mando Calrissian and everything.
Yeah, man. Mando, you know what I'm saying? We had to go hook it up. But okay, look. Right. Okay, I'm looking at this radar thing right here. It says that we might have reached optimal broadcast strength. So,
all right, good deal.
We gonna roll it. I mean, what the hell, man?
All right, I think we're situated. All right, punch it.
We good?
Yeah. All right.
Guess we're gonna get into it then. We here.
All right, good deal.
We here then.
We have arrived.
So let's get it popping, motherfuckers. What's good? What's up, y'all? Who we got, man? Is the two-way working? Can we see who's out there with us, like rocking with us?
Let's see. See if the transmission's coming in nice and crisp and
clear.
Yeah.
Check that.
We got up in here. Off top, we got Lord Vito 16 million times. What's up, Lord Vito?
Vito, what's good, man?
We got JT, Mike Hawes. What's good?
What's up, y'all?
Travis Adams. See, Fan Jexterton slid up in there.
Got
up in her. I remember seeing Josh in here for a second. We got Derek Ramo. What's up, Derek?
What's up, Derek?
Got the homie Jonathan Velasquez.
Yeah.
See Ralph Dupree, and we got Fatal J up in here. What's good, Fatal J?
What's good, y'all? What's good, man?
We got Ryan H, of course, Justin Simone. We got up in here. All right, that's what we got.
We good.
We got a bunch of lurkers too. What's up to you, Broke Vengers?
What's up to the Broke Vengers? What's up, Dr. Window? I know you out there somewhere. What's up, Vic? What's up, Mary? Yep. What's good, everybody, man? We sorry for the light delay, but you know we light years ahead of y'all right now, so it takes a minute for the signal to get back. But it's another week after dark with your boy Lavis, your boy Al. What's happening, man?
Good.
We good?
It is. It's a whole nother week, man.
And man, how shit changed. Look, we done went from the Nervenger Mobile to the Millennium Falcon up in this month.
Millennium Falcon. Yeah, I know. I'm excited for this one. I'm totally excited for this one. I'm here more often.
Yeah, we might have to do that, man. We might have to really start coming and doing the show, man. Let's get some lightsaber emojis in the two-way if y'all feeling this new scene.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We really had to do this out in the Millennium Falcon. You know it. Man, they don't even understand the half of it though, man. This is out of necessity, man. This is the only way.
Most definitely.
This is the only way we can get Josh to let us even get into the shit we want to get into tonight.
I know. Light years away, still traveling.
He wanted no parts of this to get traced back to the tower tonight, man. He don't want nobody else. We had a undisclosed location somewhere out in deep space. Way the hell up out there, man. We've been traveling for a good long minute.
I know. Glad we're here, finally.
Oh, man. You know what I'm saying?
Anxiety.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm looking at the two-way from Max Rouse. Say his soul left his body looking at this. Yeah, it's crazy out here, man. It's a good thing we got.
We'll bring it back.
Yeah, good thing this Navi computer got this autopilot, man, because I don't know if we been ended up on before dark messing around out here. Hit a wormhole or something, bro. Like, this is crazy. What's good, man?
Know.
What's good?
I end up on after work. You know, and, that sounds kind of good.
No, I don't want nothing to do with that.
Right.
Nothing to do with that.
Not at all. see the man, Lord Vito came in with a Super 2-way
already. What's up?
Yeah. Take a little 5 spot for some ship maintenance and fuel. That's what's up.
Yeah, we sure appreciate that. Man. But yeah, man, it's crazy out here, man. Crazy out here for real. We out trying to dodge the Empire.
Anyway, but them asteroids we had to pass.
Yeah. Oh, it was bumpy. Man.
What?
And I tell you, I don't like space like that, man. So it's a good thing. But the sad part about it, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I didn't bring enough purple drink. I'm already out.
Well, man, I got about half full of a cup.
Oh, you lucky mother nerd venture, you. Look at this.
I'm only talking about the purple drink.
Well, I can dig it.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, for real. We ain't got no choice out here, man.
Man, I bet you we get back a lot faster than we got out here.
That's always how it is, right? You go on a trip, it's always the way back is faster than going out there. Like this whole time we've been wondering when the hell we're gonna be able to go live, and then the show gonna be over. We're gonna blink and be back home. I sure hope so, because like you said, man, your boy got that 5. I got 5 on it.
I got 5 on it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. I'm gonna have to get that 5 remote play code off you.
There you go. We can talk about it.
We can share that. We can share that Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about getting the Miles Morales tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, they got the PS5 version included. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just an idea.
I feel you. Yeah, you know, slide you the code or something like that. I might be able to make something work for my homie. Which I should I make something work for the homie? Should I make it work?
See some blue lightsabers if you think my brother Al here.
Yeah.
Should I help a brother out with that PS5 remote play code?
That's what's up.
I think
and got a 2-way from the homie Justin Simone. Nah, no blue milk over here, man. No blue milk over here, man. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it.
Sabers.
But yeah, man, since Vito already getting it started, man, you know, well, real quick before, what do you think though? Should we do a little PS5 initial reaction on afternoon this Saturday? What you think about that?
I'm down with that. Totally down with that.
I think so. What y'all think? Should we give should I come on afternoon this weekend and let y'all know how I'm feeling about this PS5 situation, man? I heard some bugs and stuff, so I'm interested to get into this installation process, see how it works.
Yeah, I want to see it. I totally want to see what that looked like, because just the lighting, some of the images that I've seen and the lighting on some of the games just for PS4 and for PS5, like it's a dramatic difference.
Yeah, man, that ray tracing and all of that, man, it's crazy. It's like what playing is, and I saw somebody was saying they played, I think it was God of War on the PS5, and it's like playing a whole different game. They said like the lighting makes it completely different, which makes me feel good because I didn't even finish it on the 4. So maybe now that the 5 that came out, my I can get around and get to doing it.
I'm setting myself up asking this question, but do you think with the graphics that there's any hope for Avengers?
Ooh, that's a tough question there.
It's a tough question. They might go at least from PS3 to PS4 graphics.
They could. I mean, that's the least they could do with it, man. That's the least they could do with it. I mean, you know, Crystal Dynamics, they over there like, you know, can we put something on it? Because we promise we're going to make it better.
Yeah. They talk about, you know, Kate Bishop's storyline and Clint Barton finally coming December 8th.
Okay.
But people want that Spider-Man.
People want that Spider-Man.
Ain't nobody happy. Ain't nobody happy about nothing Crystal's been doing.
Oh, hell no.
At all.
No, ain't nobody feeling that Crystal Dynamics right now.
They all turned into a bunch of squares because ain't nobody around.
Ain't nobody. There you go. Tell them about it, man. They don't understand, though. They don't feel it. Then got the 2-way from Keaton Haas, $5. Appreciate you. Said I joined the Nerd Vengers on this morning stream. Conversation with y'all is great. Keep up the great work, fellas. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that for real.
We missed the one from Mike motherfucking Porter.
Oh, did we? We didn't even shout Mike out, man. Hold on. We got to do that again. What's up to Mike motherfucking Porter? We still didn't get it. Look, it's the delay, man. It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
We out here in deep space. I can't even talking to you right here. You sitting right next to me, and I'm still like, well, I feel like it's a delay anyway. Or maybe that's the Maybe
the
that's
shift in the energy, how we're still in hyperspace right now, kind of throws us a little bit off of the inertia with no
I don't know
planets
though.
around it.
When you went to your health break, I ain't gonna lie, man. I did hit a little of that spice though.
Oh
So
man.
I'm that might have something
Okay.
to do with it too.
It might, yeah, it might have
But
something.
don't tell nobody that, y'all. Don't tell nobody that I was on the spice. Mm-mm. But yeah, man, Mike, what did Mike say on the 2-way, man?
He said, "Good idea, Vito. Here's $4.99 for gas to get back to the tower from
Woo,
Sir Glass Half Full."
Sir,
And we
glass
totally
half full.
appreciate that.
Oh yeah, man. As always, we
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you hanging with us. But yeah,
Most
man, since
definitely.
I saw Lord Vito hit me with a 2-way, I'm gonna try to get back to it because I want to use Lord Vito's 2-way, believe it or not, to kick off where we gonna get to. He been tweeting he been hitting us so much now I can't even find it, which might be a good thing because I don't want to
Oh, are you
trigger
talking about the one up here?
the about the Gina Carano joint.
About yeah. He
Yeah,
said,
man.
"Fuck everybody who's hating on Gina right
Yes,
now."
there you go. And if you down with the Gina Carano haters, then fuck you too. Cause
And welcome to Darth Kenobi underscore THG. You are a
yeah,
nerd venger now.
you of nerve engine now. That's what I
Oh
like,
yeah.
man. Converting them. Look, the truth shall set you free, nerve engines. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And we about to hit y'all with some truth. So I'm gonna go on
Oh
and let them
yes.
know right off the rip. Hide your kids, hide your wife. I don't think I got to worry about raging too much tonight, man. I don't want to blow the ship up, and we just got this thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
look,
That's why
man.
we loaded you up with the purple smoke
Yeah,
instead
I
of the
got
purple.
that. Now, the one thing I didn't think
Purple
about was
vape.
is that going to interfere with the spice I just had? Because then that'll be a bad trip.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna have to,
we got the simulator back there to get your mind right.
yeah, we'll see how I do. We'll see how I do. But yeah, man.
We'll
So
get you together.
without further ado, man. I mean, let's just go on and get into the shits, because
Yeah, man.
we had to post. Josh, shout out to Josh, posted the open letter on social, letting everybody know how we feel about the whole situation with Gina and just this whole cancer culture and all this shit in general, man. And when I saw that, when we talked about it, I felt like, we had to give the people the real. Like, we had to let y'all
Right.
know straight, give it to you. We keep it a buck around these parts. So we wanted to get into the shit, man, because this Gina Carano and this cancer culture shit is just getting way out of
Ridiculous.
hand, man. And it's way beyond Gina Carano too. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time you turn around now, it's like social media is trying to cancel somebody. And
Always.
you found an interesting article online that kind of tried to break down the origins of cancer culture, right?
Yeah, most definitely
tell
did.
me, school the people on it, man. Tell the people what you found out.
Well, pretty much when it comes down to it, they're saying that this is something that surfaced right around 2016, where on a TV show, Love and Hip Hop New York, a particular person on there was just like, they found out somebody had a boyfriend or whatever, and he was like, you're canceled. So then it went from there to just being a joke. Somebody didn't like a certain color,
Mm-hmm.
somebody didn't like a certain fruit or whatever, they would tweet, that person's canceled. If you don't get back to me by a certain time, you're canceled. So it was a little joke. But then, personal things started happening out in these streets, and we all had to stay home for a little bit. So we started paying attention a little bit more to people who
Mm-hmm.
are out here in these streets and celebrities and stuff like that. And so it's evolved from being something to where it's just a joke to where now people actually have if you want to call it something a little less toxic than cancel culture, you could say that it's a social protest. And pretty
Okay.
much it's where people in agreement will get together and shun either a celebrity or a regular figure or somebody who's out there doing something that people just don't agree with in general.
Mm-hmm.
They will boycott them in a way. Now, it's kind of interesting because in that article, and a professor, and I'm gonna just leave it at that because pretty much it's like an African American studies,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really agree with that. Is they're trying to say that it's like a black Twitter thing. Just black people in
Yeah.
general.
See. Now,
And I don't agree with that because I feel that that's something that it came around, it caught, and whether we're trendsetters or not, at this point in the game, since the past 4 years, everybody uses that
Right.
for something. And so
Exactly.
it's not like one particular group of people started this and now, that particular group of people is what's carrying it out. No, it's everybody. And it's just because, people have been home, they ain't been able to go out and pay attention to certain things in their own life. So now they are paying explicit attention to, like I said, celebrities and people like that. So, but there's like two facets to it. So they say that one facet of the cancel culture is where people are boycotting something that you would say is actually worth a widespread boycott. So like if an actor or some kind of celebrity said something that was a bit racy, and this validated, then they would pull back the funds, they would pull back that attention and essentially cancel that person. But there's the other side to it, to where someone is just practically on social media living their life and has the freedom of speech, has the freedom to have their own opinion, and people just disagree with that. And because these groups of people just agree, they get the band together, and then at that point they want to essentially cancel that person. And it's just kind of looking at it as which they say is kind of the same thing depending on how you look at it. It's you got the one hand where I say it's like a boycott and it's validated, and you got the other hand, but at the same time in the middle where it meets is pretty much the cancel culture is trying to squelch and silence somebody. They want that person practically gone from whatever public eye or anything like that. And it has kind of implications for depending on who you are in society. So for a person who's a public figure, a celebrity, or whatever the case, they say it's easier for them to get out of it because they have the money, so they can donate their way out of cancel culture. They can give an apology of sorts and then just kind of disappear for a little bit and then come back as if nothing ever happened, and people have accepted them that way. But for people of like our stature, just the normal working class man or woman, we've had certain issues where some people are kind of racy in public, and those people have called out, or the people have called out against them to get them canceled. And those people who don't have any power is what they try to say, but those people who can't escape behind privilege, they've gone as far as losing their jobs. They've gotten divorced, they've gone into depression and, stuff like that. So there's like a light side and a dark side to it. And it's just really a matter of which is being fed the most nowadays. And it's not, I don't really think cancel culture as a complete whole is negative in a way, but I really think that it has the potential and ability to go that direction. And I mean, and it's one thing for people to have an opinion or want to voice something that they don't like, but it's another thing to where you're just going on there and you're trying to at least be free and exercise what your beliefs are. And because somebody doesn't like the fact that you like certain things, that they want to go ahead and try to cancel you. So we kind of have two different examples of that. We brought with us tonight. So, but what do you think about all the shit that I just said?
Look, you see, I sit here and let you break it all the way down for the people and give them the whole
what I do.
The whole information. So appreciate you, bro, because I gotta let people know how I feel about this shit. And I'm just one person. You know what I'm saying? Like, before y'all start coming at Josh's head or anything like that, I'm just one nerd venger with an opinion. And I'm sure there are more qualified individuals out there that can break this down and give you all of the, official psychological terms or scientific terms for what I'm about to tell y'all. But this is the way this shit go. First of all, when they gave us my guy the example of the love and hip hop and that being the origins, if this ain't some of the most piping hot bullshit I'd never heard. But here's the thing about it. You got to dig deep on this, right? Because this is the same shit that happened with gangster rap. This is the same thing that happened with the pimping culture. This always happens, and it's funny how it always happens with something that comes from, and I'm going to just call it like it is, black culture. There's always this like negative connotation that some people, not everybody now, calm down, not everybody, but some people pretend or try to put on things that originate. And I'll give you an example. When gangster rap first came out, right? it was, you know, basically something that was self-contained for the most part. Like, it wasn't before. I'm talking about before it was mainstream and before everybody thought they was a thug. Like, gangster
Right.
rap was a
Yeah.
niche genre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you had like the Dr. Dre's and the Snoops of the world who basically turned it into something that suburban America started to digest. Now,
Yeah.
what happens when that takes place? Again, the stuff that they were rapping about was stuff that was actually going on in the hood. Like, this was stuff that they were seeing on a day-to-day basis. But what happens is when you introduce this type of music or this genre, these ideas to other people who find it cool or find it to be something that they can latch on to, something that they can aspire to because they don't really know anything about the consequences of what they're doing, this is what happens is then you get these, what we have nowadays, and I say there's a plethora of these fake ass thugs. And these young kids that think it's cool to be out here banging, that think it's cool to be out here waving flags and still doing drive-bys and things like that. And you hear, like, for people who actually come from that background, you hear them talk about the fact that OGs and stuff like that back in the day, there were rules. I mean, whether you condone that lifestyle or not, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about in that situation, there were rules, there were guidelines, there were certain things that you would abide by. There was a code, if you will. And what happens when these things become widespread is that people lose track of that code. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, nobody takes that code or those nuances into consideration. They just take it and run with it. Same thing with, like, the pimp game, for example. When that became commercialized and it became something that, you know, was popular to mention, you know, it was, I remember when they did HBO did the whole Pimps Up, Hoes Down special. And all of a sudden the world got introduced to this idea that, again, we all knew existed, but it wasn't something that was mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden it became cool, if you will, to be in that lifestyle. And you really, unless you were really paying attention to people who were in that, they would tell you that that's a dead end or it's a means to an end. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Same thing with the drug game. You have cats out here now. Everybody wants to be a kingpin. Everybody wants to do, you know, big numbers and be talking about how much work they move and things like that. But nobody tells you when they're glorifying this stuff about the repercussions of the consequences. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now, if you ask a real drug dealer, if you ask a real gangbanger, if you ask a real pimp, they're going to tell you that this life is not the life that you should aspire to. That for most of these people, they're doing it out of necessity. And the reason that I link this to this cancel culture shit is because this is something else that they're saying kind of originated in the black culture, because again, let's just keep it real. Love and hip hop is marketed towards a black culture. Now, society has latched onto that and has commercialized that culture. And I'm not here to merit or to argue the merits of that whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Hey, do you, if that's what you know, if you want to get down with how we get down, that's cool. But the thing about it is, when you start taking these ideas and you put them out for the general public to consume and you don't give the proper context about stuff, this is how you get where we are right now. So it's like this whole thing that they say started out as a joke. Somebody at some point had to take that and attach some seriousness to it. And the question that I always have with this is, where the hell did that come from and where did that originate? Because I feel like, you know, there's always somebody that's sitting there that backs up and goes, hey, don't blame us. We didn't have anything to do with this. But that's the same people that, if you look close enough, are stirring the pot or that are encouraging this type of fuckery to go on. And so with this cancel culture thing, it's like, yes, it's a thing now. And they try to say, well, no, it's because people are at home now and social media and the internet has become, you know, the escape or what have you. And I get that to a point. There is definitely some merit to that. But in my opinion, the only reason that this is still a thing or a situation is because we promote it. And by we, I mean social media and society in general. Because if this were just something that stayed in, you know, as a joke, or something that just stayed in the realm of the black community or something like that, it would have remained that.
Right.
You know, it would have been
Yeah.
self-contained in
Yeah.
that way. But once it gets out and once it's public consumption and there's not someone that is, you know, giving people the real when it comes to this kind of shit, this is how you get these situations like the Gina Carano thing, man. Am I wrong,
Right.
bro?
Right.
Am I making sense at all?
No, I mean, no, it makes good and perfect sense. It's just a great example of people not letting people live. You know, it's no live and let live in these types of circles. You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or not. And you know, there are some things that should be spoken out about. Don't get
100%.
me wrong. But
100%.
I mean, as far as going to like cancel a person to where it affects that their, you know, it affects their livelihood, it affects their mental stability, it affects you know, how they're actually functioning in society to that kind of point. I don't think it's great to make anybody a pariah to
Right.
that point. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's really what the cancel culture does. It makes people into pariahs to where almost to where, you know, the only choice you really have, and you know, I'm not gonna say it like that bluntly, but it's, you know, you either have the choice to completely disappear from society, fend for
Mm-hmm.
yourself, and for normal people, you know, going to the store, you can barely even do that, or you know, you try to play that social game and you
Exactly.
know, either offer that apology or like for celebrities try to buy your way in or it. But you know, I don't even think for celebrities that that's something that always works. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
now
Right.
that you're underneath that magnifying glass, it doesn't matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost kind of best that you just disappear for a little bit and then try your hand at it and come back later. You know, when things cool down. But that's just goes to show that cancel culture isn't something that is actually fermented into our society to where
Right.
it actually holds too much ground. Because if you can just disappear for a little bit and then come back and people accept you like nothing had ever happened,
Preach.
then what did it
Talk your
really
shit.
do in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Like you should have just you speak out about it and give your opinion, but
Mm-hmm.
you're essentially doing the same thing that that person just did. The only difference is you're rallying people who believe what you're saying or what you believe in, where
Exactly.
this person who's just putting it out there is really just putting it out there for people who may agree. They can leave it on the table, they can pick it up, whatever the case. But cancel culture takes it further than that. They're picking it up, flipping the tables over, flashing in people's faces, and making it
Right.
like it's a huge deal for some of these things, and it's really not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but again, you know, some of it, I'm not gonna say it's like validated. It's just it should have a limit. It should be
Right. Right.
more, word am I looking for? Regulated.
Yeah.
If it's going to be something that we try to integrate into our society, but I don't really see that being something there. I think it's just a boredom thing. It's
Right.
just being, you know, these people aren't doing anything. They're on Twitter and all that type of stuff. Like, shoot, I had a Twitter for 10 years. I
Mm-hmm.
ain't really used it till like back in March.
Hey,
You know what
I'm
I'm
right
saying?
there.
And
I'm
no
right there
real
with
use
you.
for it.
And
So,
that's a good point that you bring up because I think one of the things that we forget or that we tend to not think about, and there might be some people that disagree with me on this statement, but I think one of the things we have to keep in mind is that for the most part, the people who are actively on social media, unless you are one of a true, and I'm not talking about somebody that just gave yourself the moniker, but unless you are a true influencer, and meaning you've got a couple million people that are listening to what the fuck you have to say, unless you are a person in the public eye, your opinion really does not matter in the realm of the big scheme of things when it comes to society and the way people think. You know what I'm saying? And I think where we get confused is that we don't know or we give too much power to social media and to these people who are out here trying to be these thought leaders and these influencers or what have you. And
right,
we don't remember that we can unplug. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
yes, social media and the internet has become almost a necessity for us on a day-to-day, you know, basis. Whereas, you know, 25, 30 years ago, that wasn't the case. And I get it. Times change, you know, society changes, it evolves, but it's still a choice at the end of the day.
right,
And
exactly,
and the thing that, you know, that always gets me is it's like, okay, well, if I'm a mover and shaker, right? If I'm out here taking care of business, when do I have time to be on social media combing through somebody's dirty laundry to post some shit? So
right,
that begs the question then, well, who are these people that have the time to do that? And I'll tell you who it is. It's a bunch of fucking losers with no jobs and no direction in life. Let's just keep it a buck. Like
right,
we're being told by people who have nothing better to do with themselves that we should unfollow or unblock this person or block this person or leave these, you know, cancel this person. And the thing about it is, if we all looked in the mirror and asked ourselves if we would be okay with having the entire world, or not even the entire world, but just social media in general, take a peek at the skeletons in our closet, I'm pretty sure the answer for all of us would be hell no. And
Hey,
that's you know what I'm saying? And that's where no, you could, man. But that's what, you know, that's the thing for me is it's like I look at it and it's like to really have that high of a standard and to really come off like you are that, you know, holier than thou, to hold these celebrities to this type of a standard and to decide, you know, that off of one mistake or off of one opinion or off of one transgression that you want to quote unquote cancel them, that's ridiculous. But the thing that's more dangerous to me than that, man, is that it's one thing, like you said, and you mentioned this when you were explaining and breaking it down. It's one thing when you're talking about a celebrity, because what did we say with a celebrity? You know, they can go off the scene for a little bit and come back. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the article even gave a couple of examples, I think, of celebrities who had that. And I can just tell you something right off top. And this was like the early stages of social media, but you think back to like the Tiger Woods situation, the Kobe Bryant situation, even Robert Downey Jr. to a degree. Again, it gave some really good examples. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all celebrities who at some point or another, the general public was like, we don't want nothing to do with these cats. And then they you know, they have they comeuppance a little bit, they eat their humble pie, and then we celebrating them. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were in the streets crying and breaking down when Kobe passed away, you know, rest in peace. But these were the same people that when the Eagle Colorado shit was going down, they was like, throw that motherfucker under the jail. So it's like, which one is it? You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing for celebrities. But the scary thing though is when you start talking about the regular, the average Joes, the working class, and those people having to live on pins and needles. And that's where it gets really interesting for me, because to me, this goes all the way back to, or this to me is a conversation about free speech and how do you regulate free speech? How do you police, or how do you monitor what thoughts are being circulated without outright or overtly taking away somebody's freedom? And if you don't think cancel culture has something to do with that, I would strongly suggest you take a look at why people are getting canceled, particularly Gina Carano.
And I will add to that, to the point of the fact that cancel culture is, to me, strictly to do with freedom of speech, because it's not the same as, like, if you want to go back even before they're trying to say cancel even took place, you've had plenty of people who are like celebrities calling out other celebrities to be boycotted against, or in essence canceled, because maybe they said something that was racist, or maybe they had said something that was interpreted as that way. You know what I'm saying? You had the little the one is most recently they brought back up that people didn't pay too much mind when it actually happened was that ScarJo situation where she was on the walkway and nobody touched her, but because of his sexual orientation, nobody really wanted to bat an eye about it. Then now it's trying to come up now, and that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Back then, someone actually had a call to action, and then, you know, and it was usually a public figure or something like that, or usually because something happened against a public figure or someone in society like that, and someone would actually vocally speak out against that action. Now here it is that people are just vocally speaking out against other people voicing their opinions. It's not the same as trying to boycott Cristal because maybe they said something that didn't agree, and you like Jay-Z, so now you're going to boycott against it. Or, you know, you had something a long time ago when I was a kid, Ludacris had something against Pepsi. I guess anybody said something, and he was like, boycott Pepsi. I was a fan of Luda, so I drank Coke. I'm not even gonna lie, you know, but I was like 11 or 12, you know. So growing up, I know, you know, I don't have to follow something because I like this person, but at the same time, that's a different kind of call to action. It's more or less because, you know, don't support something that's going against things that are positive in society. Now it's just really, okay, well, this person seems like they like this kind of picture, which means that it goes with this and blah, 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 blah. So I don't like it. Cancel her. Hey, you see this right here? You know what I'm saying? It's different than them trying to say, hey, this is something that we want to put in society And
Exactly.
now we boycott
Exactly.
against that. Now it's just plain opinion. So it's
Yeah.
it's complete difference.
Yeah, it's a total difference. And the thing that, that trips me out is this one thing, like you said, when you are trying to, you know, get people to join a cause, you know what I'm saying? Or if
Right.
there's a group of people, like, and I'll give you an example of where I feel like I don't necessarily have a problem with someone rising up or calling for action. And that was
Right.
and a touchy subject again, but the Mike Vick situation from about 10 years back or what have you. Now,
Right. I think that's a good example.
now that was a situation where when you got to the facts and you understood what was going on, if you're a person who's passionate about animals and passionate about dogs, I don't have a problem with somebody boycotting or calling for this man to be boycotted because one, the decision ultimately isn't up to them, and two,
Right.
In that instance, there was a transgression or there was something that was done that I think on a holistic level we could all agree was heinous. Even the most apathetic person when it comes to dogs would say, nah, that wasn't right. Now, there may be people who want to bring up other points and say, well, I wish we were more focused on XYZ as we were this situation. But again, that has merit. But when you're talking about somebody's thoughts or somebody's opinions or somebody's political affiliation, their sexual preference, whatever the case may be, if it does not directly impact you or another human being, then what the hell do you care? And why?
Right.
And the question that I just keep asking myself whenever I see these stories is, what is the goal here? Like, what are we trying?
Right.
There's something that is trying to get stamped out. There's either an idea that they're trying to that someone is trying to introduce, or there is a specific action that they want taken, and it goes to me is deeper than canceling an individual because it's not so much that somebody wants to cancel Gina Carano, it's that they want to cancel anybody that has certain opinions similar to Gina Carano. So that's where I have a problem. But even taking it from that perspective, right? Let's just sit that whole part of it aside. Here, after dark, you know what I'm saying? The Den of Nerds, we say it all the time. We welcome everybody. We don't give a damn who you worship, what you believe in, who you love. We down with you. If you down to come nerd out with us on this nerdy shit every week, then we will accept you as long as you keep your differing opinions. As long as we can have civil discourse, we cool. And we have, I'm really grateful for the fact that we have such a dope ass fan base because we can have these conversations and people don't trip. And that's the thing really. And the question that I want to, bring to you, the people. And my boy here, man, is like, so in the interest and in the spirit of what we talking about, like, do we feel like, at least from the After Dark standpoint, that we want to cancel culture? Like, do we just want to have a zero tolerance for that kind of bullshit on the show moving forward and not even address it? Because again, we can't control everybody else. We can't control what happens when we end the live stream and we go back to, our regularly scheduled Nerve Engine. But at least for the hour and a half to 2 hours that you rocking with us, the way I feel about it, man, is just like, well, fuck that bullshit. I don't want to hear about it because I'm above that. Like, I can't. I feel like we don't want to promote something that is going to sow division. You know what I'm saying?
And here are how I'd like to do it. And we take it back to the right way, to the old school way.
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm just going to ignore it.
There you
know
go.
What I'm saying? Say all you want. Wherever it is, if it's here, of course, you get on nerves, you're just gonna get banned. Right. But I mean, just ignore it. Like you said, people forget that we can unplug. You just saying used to be, if you ignore it, it goes away.
It goes away.
You know what I'm saying? And this type of culture is not some kind of a wildfire. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that spreads unless it's fed. So if you starve the air of the situation, there is no situation. You know what I'm saying? You just ignore it. So 100. This type of stuff, I'm just gonna, if I see it or whatever, it just gets ignored. I'm keep on moving on, and eventually that person will squelch themselves. And that's the most effective way to me. If you really want to cancel somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I have a problem with somebody personally in my life, I just don't talk to them.
Exactly.
I don't try to change their beliefs, none of that stuff. I just don't deal with them.
That's it, man. And it's that simple. And it's such a, it's so peaceful. It's so peaceful. because when you get outside or you break yourself from that cycle or that brainwashing it is what I call it to a degree of feeling like your
Yeah.
opinion that you have to seek out others with an opinion that is similar to yours. When you get to a point in life where you realize that there is no shame and nothing wrong with being an individual and liking what you like, that you don't have to have a club, you don't have to have a group. Yes, that's cool, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't if you know like-minded people or people that are into what you're into, but
Right.
that doesn't have to be a prerequisite for liking something that you got to find 5 other motherfuckers that like it too. Like I'm cool with that, and I think that we should get back to celebrating the individuality of people as opposed to wanting to point out the differences or where we have a difference of opinion. So
Right.
like just give me some
Agree and
fire
disagree.
emojis in the two-way, y'all. If what we saying make any kind of sense, hit us up, man. Let
Right.
us know how y'all feel, because I really, like I said, I totally supported Josh and his post with regard to the Gina Carano situation. Echo that 1000%. And at the end of the day, man, it's all about love. It's all about us wanting to get on here and not have to talk about this kind of shit, because
Right.
we want to foster or create an environment where where you can leave all of that other shit at the door. When you come into the den, when you come kick it with After Dark, we ain't worried about
Right.
all of that. We in here to talk about
Right.
Mando, Marvel, DC, video
Yup.
games, whatever in the hell, purple drink, whatever it is you
Yup.
down with. Hey, we can
Purple
talk.
Star earlier.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And with
Exactly
it.
that. Exactly that. So that's that's my little soapbox. That's how I feel about it, man. You got any last thoughts before we transition and get to talking some good shit?
Yeah, I got one little last thought, but
Yeah,
before I
yeah.
get into
Go
there, I
ahead,
see
man.
we asked for fire emojis, and we got the ultimate fire emoji from Joe Fuego.
Yeah,
Joe Fuego.
fuego.
Joe Fuego. He said,
That's what's
"Speaking
up.
facts, thanks for the content, y'all. You are very welcome,
Facts.
because
Yes, sir.
sometimes we need
Appreciate
to
you.
some things need to be talked about. And like I said, we had a fiery community, and we can talk with you guys. Got a whole bunch of super two ways coming in now.
Hey,
Got my man Vito coming back with another $5.
yes, what's
Thank you,
up?
man. He said, I need to charge my phone, boys, but don't forget to read my super chat. Is it this super chat, right, Vito? Because
Right.
yeah. We had another one from Dirt Wizard 499. Thank you very much, man. You guys are great. Thanks for the show, fellas. No, thank you, sir, for coming
Yes,
in,
appreciate you.
hanging
Appreciate
out with
you.
us, being able to have an adult conversation.
Word, man. Word.
That's what matters. That's exactly what matters. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess my final thoughts on that. I mean, for me, I suppose that people in two-way can help. We haven't really touched on, so I kind of want to give a little detail on it, because it's different. Everybody here knows about the Gina thing and why everybody's trying to come after her for that. But do we think it's fair for something for the situation that's like what's going on with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp? Because
Oh,
the
that's
difference,
right. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, because the difference in that is because there's kind of legal evidence
Word.
that it goes against Johnny Depp. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the battle that he actually went out to fight on, that he lost that. So it just looks bad on him, to where he lost his place on Fantastic Beasts. But Amber Heard, there's like, I guess you could say, is again the internet trying to play it up again. There's things, voice clips out there, whatever, where she's pretty much talking bad and talking down on Johnny Depp. And apparently, she's excited to be in Aquaman 2. There's no real backlash coming from it yet. However, there is, and this kind of shows you guys how many people are actually a part of the cancel culture idea. It's probably done by now, because when I first seen it this morning, it was at 1.2 million. And then when I checked it again in the afternoon, it was already at 1.4 million, and they were only trying to get 1.5 million people to sign a petition to get Amber Heard taken off of the Aquaman 2. And of course, we all know businesses go with what makes them money. But I mean, again, so do we think that it's even fair for them to try to get a petition to take her off this job and everything from hearsay types of claims where, she can be like, that wasn't me. But, here it is, you have this solid evidence against somebody that, or should we, to me, I'm going for the latter here, that we should just monitor our fucking business and let them go through a hard time. Divorces are not easy. Whether what comes out of it, be that as it may, they're very personal. You know what I'm saying? They tried to do this with, my man, Jeremy Renner, when he
Right.
had a little small impropriety that came up with him and his, wife's situation and everything with that. They were trying to come at him then. But again, we didn't really have any real info. There's no real details that came out of that. It's just two people. They have a dispute, and that, to me, that's nobody else's business. And it sucks that the media even try to reaches into people's lives and make it public enough that here we are on the outside looking in and making our judgments and stuff like that. So, like, what do you guys think? What do you think? How do you think it's fair that they can just try to do a petition to try to get someone removed from something because of a personal situation? Just pretty much what I'm gonna leave it at. Things are said.
Word. Now, and the thing about that, right? And I'm glad you reminded me of that one, because here's what I find fucked up about that. So they have a situation, and it is found out legally that there was maybe some truth to her accusations of physical abuse. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're not talking about a hypothetical. We're not talking about something ideological.
Right.
We're talking about the fact that this man allegedly, and I think there is some founding to it.
Yeah, they said that there's some tangibility
that he put hands on this lady. Now again, that to me is one of those things where it's like, okay, then unequivocally, we have to say, that we can't stand for that. Like, no man should be out here putting hands on a lady. That's understandable. Now, in saying that, this woman, she comes out and then she's got, nothing too nice to say about this particular individual who she had this issue with.
Right.
And here's where you start to see how fucked up cancel culture is. Because for her opening up her mouth and speaking on that, on a situation that directly impacted her, on a situation in which she probably had some kind of residual effects, and she speaks out in a negative way about an actor, because of people's attachment to the actor, they want to cancel her.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have to think about
come after Aquaman. Right. None of that. Just,
nothing. No Aquaman on that. They just want to cancel her, and that's where this cancel culture gets real toxic, because this shit is so subjective and it's so just misaligned with what we kind of consider to be just standard ethics and morals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can universally agree, or I think we could universally agree, that there are probably no situations, unless you are in direct fear of your life, that you should ever, as a man, put your hands on a woman. But yet, in this situation, knowing that, you have people that are telling this person, essentially, well, you should just shut up about it and not mention it, because you mentioning it makes us not want to see you in a movie.
Right. It's not fair because you mentioned it. Now someone else lost their job, so now we're going to see that.
Now we want to try to make sure you and you see how you see the pettiness and the ridiculousness that comes with this shit. And I see you with the super chat there, Keaton, man. I appreciate that. We're gonna get to it in just a second. But that's the shit I be talking about right there. Like, it basically becomes a tit for tat scenario where the true ethics and the morals of what you're talking about get thrown out the damn window. It's not even about that anymore. It becomes a thing where it's totally subjective, and it's about who you really like. Because the other thing that we don't talk about is, it's funny how we pick and choose what celebrities we want to give passes for shit.
Right.
And I'll give you a prime example, and I will indict myself on this. The R. Kelly situation. And we won't go deep into it. We know what it is, but you have people that were like, with the R. Kelly situation, I'm not fooling with him no more. I burned all my R. Kelly CDs. I'm not listening to nothing else. I admittedly am not one of these people, not because I believe he is guilty or innocent, but because I take his personal life and put it aside from what he put out professionally. That is my personal choice. Now, that doesn't mean that I jam his music every day, or that I don't sit there and listen to some of them lyrics and go, damn, some of this is starting to make a little sense now. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it 100.
I find myself doing that now too.
Exactly. But my thing is, when you look at that situation, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you feel some type of way. Yes, you want to say, you know, me as a father of a 17-year-old, I'm like, I wish some motherfucker would try to, you know, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, I don't want to put myself in that man's place and try to say what I would or would not do, because I don't know all of the specifics of a situation, nor do I find myself to be, you know, incapable of making a mistake. Now, again, this is not defending R. Kelly. This is not me saying that I think he should be, you know, exonerated. Nothing like that. We ain't even talking about that. But what I'm bringing to the light is the fact that we all, on some level, have a personal bias that, in certain instances, can totally influence the way we feel about whether or not a certain somebody should be canceled. So just on the principle of that alone, I feel like cancel culture is flawed inherently just in that. Because if you're going to let one person slide for this one situation, then who's to say that, you know, who's policing that? And nobody, and the thing that we all seem to fail to realize is that there's no one that is really policing this shit. Like there's not even really anybody out there necessarily that's fact checking the shit that people put out there and say, oh, we should cancel this person. There's nobody looking for context behind, you know. I remember, who was it? Wasn't it James Gunn that had, you know, the post back in the day, and they had to take him off of Guardians for that situation? Like, there was nobody that went back and did research to find the context behind the jokes that he made or anything like that. Nobody asked those questions, but no, they've created, or we've created in social media, this irreversible timeline, if you will, that basically keeps a record. And if you have any quote unquote black marks on that record, those are subject to get drugged back up and could cost you your livelihood, could cost you friends, family, and so on. And in my opinion, I just think that's bullshit, and I'm not here for it. Like, I just can't rock with that.
And you know what? The better part about it, that should have came out of it, how that really should be handled is, instead of trying to focus on the person that you're trying to cancel, why don't you try to support the person that you're trying to help out in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like this whole Johnny Depp thing. If you really wanted Johnny Depp to continue being the character that he was playing, it's just as easy. They would have probably gotten more votes, probably 2 million people to sign a petition to keep him as that character, than they would for somebody to try to come on there and cancel it. But it's astonishing still that you know,
1.5 million, bro. And that's the thing, is it's like, I sit here, you know, and out of one side said, you know, well, cancel culture is not that, or the internet is only a small group. But when you think about it in this context, it really is. And that's the dangerous part of it. If we don't call this shit out for what it is, then that number is just going to keep growing. And every time, you know, it might be 2-3 million the next person that has a transgression. So, you know, like we said, man, from the After Dark perspective, fuck all that cancel culture shit. Like, we don't even want to hear about it from this side, because we choose to stand on the side of understanding and love. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to judge people. Say what?
I was saying, if it ain't got shit to do with us, then we just don't give a fuck. Then we
really don't give a fuck. So that's where we don't stand on it.
But all right, we gotta start getting some of these.
Let's get them out the way, man. Handle them, because they coming in fast and furious, bro.
Yeah, man. So we got Keaton Haas. He said some people in cancel culture are trying to cancel Bo-Katan for boob armor. It's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. It's something that they've done throughout history. Yeah, it's just dumb. We got Travis Adams, $5. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
He said, I can't win with it, won't win with it. Domestic violence needs to stop. Agreed. Yes, we ain't got no right to putting hands on men, women.
Facts.
Sometimes
keep your damn hands to yourself.
But yeah,
that's what my mom used to tell me.
Right. We got the Mandalorian Velez. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
$2 two-way. We said he said everybody needs to hit the Sith TV and love life. It's ironic, but I agree with that.
Indeed. Totally. Indeed.
Then we got the girl coming through, Patricia Palmisano.
Hey, Pat. Hey.
What's up, Pat? She came through with the $10 super two-way. Thank you very much.
She fancy.
She said, just got here, internet problems, but now that I'm among my nerd fam again, life is good. Life is an out. After Dark keeps me sane in this crazy world. Well, we are here for you.
We are here for it.
You very much.
Yes.
Thank you. Then we got Dirt Wizard. with the $4.99. Thank you very much.
Appreciate
Super
you.
two-way. So my problem is with the decision makers bowing to social pressure first when something should be handled in court before a permanent decision is made. I actually agree with that. That's the bad thing about cancel culture.
Yeah.
There is no balance. There is no guilty or actually even innocent. It's just who do you it's like a large island that these people get to put on and you vote. You just vote for them to either go or stay, be exiled. That's just really all it is. It's pretty much a society without any real rules and just harsh consequences. Pretty much.
That's what's up.
Just
Yeah,
pretty much
exactly.
how it is.
So yeah, man. I think
Steve said we missed his super chat. Hold on.
Oh no, that we can't do that.
I'm looking, man. I'm looking. See Travis Adams, Keaton Haas again. There we go. Whiskey Steve. My bad, man. I don't see how we missed that. He said, I'm late, so I'm paying my dues, and gave us a bunch of emojis with the fire emojis and a drink. We see you, man.
That's what's up. We see you, baby. We see you.
As long as you're here,
hey, man.
As long as you're here.
As long as you're in the building, you right on time, brother. As long as you're in the building, you right on time. You know we work on Nerve Engine time anyway. You
right.
Know how we do. You know how we do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Perfect track.
Exactly. But you know, it's as much as I love getting into this shit, I think we know why the people are here.
Yes.
I think we know exactly what. Growing, so. I think we see the people growing. We gonna give you what you want. So real quick, hit us with them Baby Yoda emojis so we can get into this Mandalorian, man.
Yes, sir.
Episode number quattro, boy.
We want some Baby Yoda emojis. We're not gonna ask no more.
No more. Yeah, I see you, Mike. I see you, Mark. Yeah, I like that.
Y'all done. Now we're saying we missed Kale super chat.
Man, did we? Man, they was coming in fast.
Y'all just giving us all types of gas money and shit.
You got to forgive us, man. You know we out here in deep space, so the signal
transmissions ain't coming.
We glitchy. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, Baby Yoda's coming through. Let me know when you find that. We'll get it.
I am totally looking right now.
Nah, Kale, we love all super chats. Please don't get it twisted. We gonna find you, man. Okay. We gonna find you.
I see him say that we didn't read it. I see him say that here in the chat. So it's in such deep conversation, man. Okay, I see it.
That is.
I guess we missed another one from. Did I already say the one from Dirt Wizard where you said you guys are great? Thanks for the show, fellas. Because they're like right, kind of.
If you didn't, we appreciate you. And if you did, you were so cool. We did it twice.
Yes, y'all are rolling fast today. Let's see. So we got most respect for you two guys. Seriously, we got some great lightsaber emojis there. And he said, "Where's the purple juice, man? Today I just had to bring the supply. I thought Al had brought his, but I guess he only remembered the purple vape."
No, so. I told you I drank it all by the time we got to broadcasting, man. You know I get nervous when you in deep space. I don't like this shit.
That's where you gotta sip it, man. You gotta sip
nothing. I was chugging the shit out that juice trying to chill out, man. I was nervous as hell.
You don't want the bottles, man. Shoot.
Man, no, I was like, no, bro. I was chugging. You know, I was before we even took off. I don't do all this. I like technology, but space.
Don't worry. I won't show everybody the footage of you hugging the PS5 box on the way out the door.
Please don't show them. Please don't show them. I gave it a kiss too and told it I'd be back soon as I could too. Soon as I could. Shoot. But you know I had to come holler at my fam first.
You know what your wife did with you on that one. She gonna cancel your ass.
Oh man, look, that'd be cool. Cancel for me mean I'm outside on the curb, bro. I ain't trying to do that. You can't get internet that far outside. You know you gotta have that Wi-Fi.
So I see Cap wants to try to sneak up in here and then throw some shade because he try to say that our light speed is kind of slow. What you don't understand, Cap, okay, if you understood simple physics and astrophysics,
bring it down.
We're just moving so fast that it looks like it's moving slow.
Tell him about it, man.
Your eyes just can't keep up. But if your eyes were able to see how fast we was going, your head would explode. You know what? We don't need light skin juice all over the place. Okay?
It is typical of a Pennsylvanian like you, Peter, to not understand what's going on here behind us. But it's cool, man. Look, I'm gonna just let you do you. I would bring you. We would have brought you along for the ride, but you know the seat did not come equipped with a booster, so it wouldn't have made any difference because you wouldn't have been able to see over the dash anyway with your little ass. So keep it moving with all that nonsense, Mr. Pennsylvania. because I'm coming for you, Nerdvenger. You know how I do, man. I know you heard that, man. Look at trying to hype me up, man. But bro,
yeah, man.
Episode 4, man. Now, real quick, I know we talked about it, but how good was that third episode, bro?
The third episode,
how good was it? Man?
To me, like I said, 10 out of 10 for me. I give that a 10 out of 10, and that's just because it kind of rejuvenated my I don't want to say my expectations. I didn't rejuvenate my expectations.
Okay.
I still expect certain bullshit when it comes to like not getting stuff with Boba Fett timely and stuff like that. But it was more entertaining, seemed to have more in line with the types of story that we're looking for, and it just went. The whole thing just went. You know, the way the action went, it wasn't too cheesy. It still makes you kind of wonder where Din Djarin's mind is, because like I said, every rip from the first season still till now, he's forever trying to pawn that baby off on somebody. You know what I'm saying? First episode, just cabman, hey, you take care of the kid. Didn't even ask, just nothing. Just, hey, you straight do it. I'm ready to go kill myself, possibly by doing this.
Hey man,
and
this
then
is the way.
The third one, all over again. It's just but I mean, it was still 10 out of 10 for me. What about you?
That's what's up. Well, you know, I gave it a 9.5. And real quick, let me hit Darth Nablus real quick with the $5 two-way.
I see it.
Said, my take on cancel culture, the people part of it is a minority. The content creators ignore it because it's meaningless until it actually hits their wallets. Bingo.
Right.
Bingo. Controversy sells. People understand that. You got, and we ain't going to call out no names, but y'all know the typical YouTubers and content creators that as soon as it be some controversial news to drop, they want to hit you with 87 videos about a certain person passing or a certain scandal coming out. And it's like, man, look, you probably ain't even see that movie one time and you over here trying to profit off of. Don't even get me started, bro. I feel you, Darth. You own something right there, man. You own something. But yeah, man, the Mandos, I gave it a 9.5 because, you know, I was docking 0.5 for Bo-Katan's hair. But I have to correct myself. Having seen the episode 2-3 more times, the hair ain't bad at all. The hair ain't bad at all, man. Yeah, I think it was just that initial shock of seeing it and me being nitpicky. But no, man, look, the fact that we got Bo-Katan in live action, period, is off the chain, man. Like, that's just off the chain. And I'm just like, I just want to see what we getting this week, man. Looks like we got another. I tell you what, we just got. That's another one of these super two-ways, man. You want to take that one?
Man. Yeah, from Dorian Trussell to $20 super two-way. We appreciate you for real, man. He said, Boromir, one does not simply walk into the Mandalorian in Star Wars.
No, no, you don't. No, you absolutely do not.
You do not do that.
No,
of course.
No, you will not today, sir. No. But yeah, man, it's crazy because there's so much in so many different directions. But I do think that this episode, I'm not going to say it's going to be another down episode, but this is going to be another one of those episodes I think that sets us up for the rest of the series. So I don't know, you know, how much action we'll get in comparison to episode 3. I don't know if this episode will have a oh shit moment like we got in episode 3, but I definitely expect this to be a dope ass episode. I know Carl Weathers is supposed to be directing this one, so
and starring in it.
Yep. So I expect us to see. You know, I was just gonna say you took it right out of my damn mouth once again. I was gonna say I expect to see a lot of Grief Karga in this episode, but you know, we was on point again. You know how we do, man. You know how we do.
How we do,
man. But yeah, man. So expected to see that. What's that?
So that was for Whiskey Steve. Saying every time we say Maine, he's taking a shot.
Oh, Maine. That's how. Yeah, I got you, Whiskey Steve. Line him up, man. That's another one. But yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be another dope episode. I think there's gonna be a little more exposition here. They're gonna kind of build up and set up, you know, the ultimate reveal, which is when we finally get to see Ahsoka in live action and how that's going to play out.
But set it up,
But yeah, man, it's interesting to me kind of the way that this season has flowed so far, because I'm starting to think like the homie Josh, man. I think they trying to set up something huge for Mando. And I don't mean just for this season. I don't even think it's just for this series. I think that this show is the foundation for what Star Wars will be moving forward. What do you think about that?
I can agree. I can agree and get behind that because, like I said, I've been saying this. They've been giving the Star Wars fans a lot of untouched properties, and the way that they're doing it is still good with how it's been in the past. Meaning, like it's like the Mandalorian and the Yodas and all that stuff. It's always been ambiguated. They never gave too much info. So I think they're good properties to choose, and not just like separately. They combined the two,
Right.
and now it's got us all like, how is this going to go? There really is no, okay, well, you can go back and read this comic and, learn that Din Djarin or the Baby Yoda, blah, blah, blah. It's none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's complete, fresh, original, and it's a good take. So, yeah, I see them going from this into the future of Star Wars and trying to, like I said, I feel they're going to try to find a way to skip over the sequel trilogies, maybe reference and mention them, and then just keep going on from there. That's what I think they're gonna do.
That's what's up. Then we just got a super two-way from Barbaric Rimmon. Said, I think Ahsoka is gonna turn Mando down about taking Baby Yoda since she is not a Jedi. Think Boba, will kidnap the little guy and take him to Gideon. Okay, then the whole crew with Ahsoka get him back. I can see it.
That would be.
I can see it. Cool. That'd be an interesting. Yeah. That'd be an interesting way to kind of work it. But I think, man, I really don't know what to think about Boba and where he's at right now, and like in terms of his arc, because I think the easy thing would be for him to still be on his bounty hunter shit, and that be the deal. But my thing about it is, what's the hold up then? What was he waiting on when he was watching him? You know what I'm saying? Like he had ample opportunity at that point. He could have swooped in and grabbed Baby Yoda or whatever. I think Boba's gonna be in a different place or a different mindset, and he's gonna end up basically kind of finding his way back to the old Boba, if you will.
That's how I feel. Yeah,
I think that's the way. I think that's the way it's gonna go. But I could definitely see, and that's the other question that I have too is, what is Ahsoka going to do with Baby Yoda? Now if you believe the homie Josh, if you checked out his video earlier this week, he thinks that Baby Yoda is gonna disappear from the Mandalorian series, and that he'll be on. They'll use him kind of as Iron Man in the Star Wars lore moving forward, meaning that they'll kind of use Baby Yoda as the draw for these new shows that they're going to be putting out, and I could totally see that. I could definitely see, especially with the Ahsoka situation, because I could see them, setting up her show and having her either training Baby Yoda or trying to connect him with somebody who can train him, like maybe Luke Skywalker, or something to that effect. You know what I'm saying? But what really interests me about it is not so much where Baby Yoda is going to end up, but we keep talking about it, but what is his connection to the future of Star Wars? And what is this season? What is this Filoniverse setting up for the future of Star Wars? Now, I don't know if you got a chance to check it out, but have you seen the holiday special yet?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch that.
That's what's up. It's really interesting, man. I don't think any of that stuff is going to be considered like canon, like a part of the story, but some of the ideas that they put in, like for example, that Finn is being trained or will be trained by Rey as a Jedi. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like they kind of play around with that idea, that concept in the special, and that's really interesting to me because it's like, okay, so if they do borrow from that idea, and even if they do, I don't think we'll see the sequel trilogy or we'll see anything beyond the sequel trilogy for years down the line. But if you play with that idea, then, how do you loop in these characters and what we see right now with Mandalorian with, the next chapter of Star Wars when it comes to tying the sequel trilogy? And I know like a lot of people want to say, disregard the. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stop because we got some
super
two ways we got to get into.
Yeah,
some super duper two ways. So who we got, man?
Yeah. First we had Barbaric Reeman. He said Boba has had shame due to going down like he did, seeing Mando with his armor lit that fire. Okay, so pretty much saying Boba had some shame going on with that. And then then my man Whiskey Steve came through. $49.99.
$49.99.
Right. 37, 48.
A 45.47. Yeah.
Well, man, Whiskey Steve said, big love to Al and Lavish. Y'all seriously make my Thursday nights. This community and everyone is awesome. This is a big cheers to you all, beautiful nerds. # drunk calls with Steve. You know what? I say he did that because all the mains.
All the mains, yeah, exactly. We done hit him with so many mains. Now you gonna wake up in the morning like, what happened to all my money?
Right. He's like, how much?
Hey man, but
how much
is one for you, bro? I hope it ain't a Mrs. Whiskey Steve out there, because then she gonna be looking for us like, y'all need to pay us back. Like, oh shit,
right?
I ain't had nothing to do with that.
I don't know what you talking about.
Like,
man, Keaton
all sales final and After Dark, baby.
Right. I'm gonna give you guys purple drink, man, because y'all coming through strong today.
Coming through
Keaton
strong.
$5 super chat or super two-way. Excuse me. We don't do super chats on Thursday nights.
No, two-way. We in a two-way.
I look forward to seeing Ahsoka's reaction to seeing Baby Yoda. She spent a lot of time with Master Yoda. Yeah.
That's dope. I didn't even think about that fact, man. Like,
right.
How is she going to react at seeing the child, man, and seeing this? And that's the other thing, man. We still don't even know necessarily who this child is. Is it just another one of his species? Is it a reincarnation? Is it a clone? Like, that's the thing, man. And just the emotion, and that's going to be what's interesting to me, is seeing Rosario Dawson translate that emotion on screen. Like, the first time, can you imagine the first time we see her and there's like an Anakin reference and we get to see her portray that emotion on screen, bro? Like, that's the shit that I'm looking forward to more than anything else.
Yeah. Like, in the future, you Star Wars fans got a lot of stuff to actually look forward to. I mean, because now that things are starting to go to where, like, okay, you got Disney Plus. The shows that you guys essentially could be getting are close to being on like a live action yet animated level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, instead of them doing something like Rebels and it being an animation, you're like, they're putting the money in on these to where you're getting live action animated types of properties. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Plus the animations and stuff are kind of easier to do nowadays. So the future for you guys on Star Wars is kind of just like the same thing for the Marvel fans. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start seeing a lot more effort and energy put into live action type of things. I hate the fact it's called live action because I want to say live action.
Yeah,
but,
I got you.
Those double colloquials don't work too well.
Yeah.
But I mean, just going forward, like you said, being able to see Ahsoka reacts to Baby Yoda, and then being able to see people like maybe Ezra show back up. And I see a lot of people here in the two-way talking about the world between worlds and its implications and what it could mean for Star Wars, and especially coming to live action. I seen somebody in there, sorry I don't remember who said it. If you said it, 500 points to you, and you claim this in the super two-way or in the two-way. They were talking about like the Baby Yoda is like the father reborn. They're saying Ahsoka could be the daughter, and they were trying to figure out who like the son was.
Okay.
For the three.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's interesting. I could see it being something like that. As far as that goes in the story and where it's playing out. I still see them trying to do maybe some kind of animations for you guys in the future, maybe something quick that they could pop out to explain certain things while they're doing the live action stuff, keep everybody entertained. But you guys are about to get a lot of properties to me already. They're talking about maybe making a Boba Fett show. They're still kind of flirting around, but it's an indefinite thing with the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Now they're talking about doing something with Ahsoka. Like, there's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, man.
Popping off for the future. And I want to say welcome to OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars.
Yes, sir.
You are a nerd venture now.
You are a nerd venture now, sir. Welcome.
See
That's
you
what's up,
in the
man.
community. If Ryan's here, go ahead and pop that Discord in there for some of our
Yeah,
newest.
man. Make sure y'all go hit us up on the Discord. Shout out to
Yep.
Ryan, got us looking spiffy now.
Don't he though?
Starting
Don't
to
he
come
though?
up, man. The glow up is real over here in the den,
Right.
man. It's getting serious out here. They want to start
I'm about to have
watching now. We
to get
gonna
the
be
button
look. I'm
down.
telling you,
Yeah.
we're gonna all of a sudden be like, nope, sorry, our show ends promptly at 10 p.m. We cannot go. Look, we're gonna be all. That's one thing you ain't never got to worry about After Dark. We ain't ever getting bougie on y'all asses. It's gonna be
Nah.
the same shit, whether we got 115 of y'all watching or 10,050. We still gonna be the same nerve engine motherfuckers. Like I ain't changing.
My man, but bar agreement must be payday for everybody.
Hey man, I'm with it. I'm with the shits. Hey, keep it coming.
I'm over here checking. I'm waiting for me. I'm waiting for mine right now.
Man, you know you're gonna wait till we get back in the atmosphere for you. Look,
I know
you like
man.
me. You got T-Mobile too, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, T-Mobile don't come out this far. You know that.
I know they don't got 10G.
No, ain't no 10G. Hey man, if it was, skin probably be popping off or something, man. We'd be two different people over here or something.
That's how they do with the little how they talk with the holograms and stuff like that. It's 10G.
Exactly. There you go.
You don't know about that.
No, not yet. Not yet. I'm trying to get something when I get my income tax though.
But Barbaric Reman, he said, "What if Baby Yoda is Yoda pulled into this time from the world between worlds?"
That would be an interesting concept. I the more I think about it, the more I think though they won't necessarily touch the world between worlds as much. I think that's gonna be one of those not in case of emergency, but that's a Dave Filoni thing right there, right? That's one of them joints that like you don't because I've been thinking about that, right? And I've been thinking about how convenient it would be for them to use that in setting up things moving forward. But to be honest, the more I think about it, the more I don't want to see it, and that's just because what they did with that in Rebels and with Ahsoka was so dope, and what they did with Rey and the end of the Rise of Skywalker had the potential to be dope had they found a way to connect that in a way that was easily understandable or digestible for the audience. But they chose to go a different route, so it is what it is. But just I don't. If you're gonna give me more of the world between worlds, I want them to set it up and make it like the most epic shit ever. Like save that for some shit. Like we gonna go get Sebastian Stan to come play a young Luke Skywalker, and we go grab Luke from the past and bring him in, like something like that. Like use it for something where we gonna be like, all right, now we in some shit. Like let's go. Don't just do it as a convenient little plot device, because then that waters it down and it takes away from, I think, the level of the gravity of what Ezra did for Ahsoka in that moment. So I think it'll be really interesting to see how they play with it. But yeah, man, thinking about tonight's episode though, man, like what are your raw feelings for a score tonight?
Okay, so we know it's being directed by Carl Weathers. We know that he's we're speculating. It's not confirmed, but anybody's stupid. He's supposed to be in the episode along with Gina Carano. We know that Mando now knows he needs to find Ahsoka and bring the baby that direction. We've met Bo-Katan. We have little inklings of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I would say that episode 4 is going to be what really kicks off everything. I think it's going to be one of those episodes that start off a little slow. And we might not even get the Mandalorian. We might not get Din Djarin in the beginning of this just yet. Maybe something, we'll start the show off with him. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like the Gina Carano, Grief Karga thing might have its own little implications or essence to it. And then when you finally get to see Mandalorian, the fact that he comes into the story just makes that bigger, makes that essence more juicy. And 5, 6, 7, 8, like the whole rest of this, I think we're gonna for real go down, like downhill from here. It's gonna just roll out. We gotta go get to Ahsoka. We probably learn something a little more about Baby Yoda in this one. Besides, he has a taste for eggs. I think this.
Mess around and get baby. Oh yeah, we said we weren't saying that word no more. Let me shut up.
No, I think this episode is going to be the one where we follow the breadcrumbs to the gingerbread house,
Mm-hmm.
and we get tossed in the oven in this one.
That's what's
So
up. Yeah,
I think
well,
that's not how it happened in the
I'm
story. That's what's going to happen in this story.
I feel you. I think you might be onto it, man. I think you spot on, because I think this is gonna be, and I think I saw Vito post that he says he sees a filler episode. I don't necessarily want to call it a filler episode, but I
No,
do see one of
I think
those that kind of transitions us in a way. Now, remember, they did say that, what was it, about the midpoint of season episode 4, where we might see like an abrupt change or change of focus. So based on that, do you think that's here? Do you think we get that in this episode, or do you think that's going to be something that shows up in 5?
No, I think this would be one of the first episodes, and
Where you
in
get
5,
that?
I think we'll probably get a shift
Got you.
in perspective. Like, so far, the first 3, it's just been 100% Mando, people crossing his path. I think
Right.
from this perspective in this episode, it's going to finally be where it's either we see how they cross his path,
Mm-hmm.
or he's intentionally going to try to seek out Karga and Cara Dune.
Right.
And now we see him cross their path. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be something more along those lines, because some of the images that I've seen, I'm not sure if they're set leaks or not, or maybe people rendering it up or whatever the case.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen some photos that look like actual set or show photos, and it's like a mix. Like, you see just Grief, and you see just Cara Dune. You don't really see the Mandalorian. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that we had the stuff happen with Pedro and all that stuff. I really don't think that had much to do with it. I think that was something that has kind of happened, and then people spun that out of it. But I think intentionally for the story, they take their eyes off the Mando for a moment, for a progression purpose. You know what I'm saying? We need to be able to focus on these people for whatever reason. And next thing you know, now they're getting with Mando because they now have, this is what they were going through to be able to have the answers that Mando's looking for. Because so far, every answer, every episode, he's gotten some kind of direction or answer.
Right.
You know? Even if it wasn't what he was looking for, it's still a turning point. Okay, well, this is not here. Let me go through this over here to get to the next spot where I need to go. It's been kind of that type of thing. So I think they're going to switch it up and let another perspective tell it.
Yeah, man. I think you might be onto something with that, man. I think with tonight's episode, or this morning's episode, which, by the way, make sure you come in and check that watch party out. I know Josh should be streaming that with the people, and then we doing live react to the 3 a.m. So take a nap, do something, pop you something to keep you awake. Whatever you got to do, man. Just make sure you in the building for that, because it's gonna get crazy. But yeah, it's I think what we end up getting with at the end of this episode is kind of an idea for what we are in store for the rest of the series. So I do think we get, kind of like you said, we get the foundations of whatever this turn is going to be at the midpoint of the season, and then going into like 5, 6, 7, and 8, it's like all geared towards the big buildup. And I think that big buildup is going to be, the confrontation, or and I'll say it this way, the initial confrontation between Bo and Moff Gideon, because I don't think we're going to get a resolution for that by the end of this season. Like, that's going to be one of those, we stretching that shit into, season 3. And that may even be something that they do some kind of spinoff with, or that is a focus in one of these spinoff shows, because that whole situation, man, it screams epic showdown.
Yeah.
That screams like you don't let that bless you. It's like, I don't think you let something like that just slide like through the or let something like that just build up and then you pay it off at the end of this season. I think, and I think Josh had brought up, and I can't remember if this was on the Nerd Theory podcast that he brought it up, but this is one of those things where, like he said, I could see them building this up and turning this into, a situation where we see the climax in a movie, in a feature film, where it's like they build up these series, they build up this conflict between, this remnant, Moff Gideon, and then maybe you bring in somebody from the unknown regions. Maybe that's where, Thrawn and Ezra come back, the Yuuzhan Vong come into play, like all of this kind of shit. And then you just have like this epic showdown that's like a culmination, almost on some Avengers type shit for the Star Wars universe, and we find out how that links into what we know of the sequel trilogy. And so that's what I kind of think. That's where I'm kind of leaning with it right now. I have to admit, every episode we get seems to dash my hopes for Baby Yoda just a little bit. I mean, evil Baby Yoda just a little bit more. Like I
No,
was really rocking that train, but it seems like now, and I'll tell you the scene that did it for me in the last episode was them including the scene with him playing with the baby frog. Once you got that, you knew kind of like for me it was like nah, they're not gonna go there because now what they're introducing is no, not I don't think at all, because I think what they're introducing is this idea that Baby Yoda is learning through his experiences. Like he's seeing, what Din Djarin is doing for him, and then he's also experiencing these things where now he's understanding, the preciousness or the value of life, and he'll start to learn the meaning of sacrifice and things like that. And I think that'll be, if that's the path that they're going, I don't see him necessarily going the route of, evil Baby Yoda. But man, if I could just hope, because I am starving for another oh shit moment in Star Wars. And I mean one of those, I didn't see that coming. Like even if they did the evil Baby Yoda thing, it wouldn't be so much that I didn't see that coming, but I'd feel like old girl in Infinity War, Nebula, when like she's standing there and it's like they actually did it.
Right.
He did it. Like, oh shit, we got evil Baby Yoda. Like that would be my reaction. I'd probably be the happiest person on watching it at that moment, but I don't see it happening, man. Like not as much as I did before.
I have to agree with Ryan. I don't think any of this stuff that the fans may want, I might want, you might want. I don't think any of that's gonna get paid off in the Mandalorian.
No.
I'll go as far like, okay, yeah, I can see there possibly being a movie to come out of it, but I don't think it's gonna be the Mandalorian from Disney Plus type movie. I think I agree that this is on the way to rebooting Star Wars. What I see coming out of this, if you want me to be completely candid, what I think they're going to wind up doing is, okay, so you're getting Bo-Katan, you got Ahsoka. From watching certain episodes in Rebels that we did, you see that the two of them actually have a good rapport. You know what I'm saying? They know each other. They have great standing. There's been certain things said from the actress Sackhoff, who played her, saying that she doesn't think that her character or Bo-Katan is dead or done. You know what I'm saying? There's still some more story to tell there, and it seems like she is trying to get the role down more as far as the walk, the look, her face, all that types of stuff. She's really trying to dive into the character. To me, that screams Bo-Katan needs screen time. And it means that character needs development. I don't see any of that coming out of The Mandalorian. I see that coming out of whatever show they're planning on giving Rosario Dawson and the Ahsoka character. I see that coming out of there. There's plenty of people that you can pop in and out of that or into that and keep on a more steady basis than you would get if you try to do that with something on a Mandalorian level, which is more of a nomad story. He's jumping planet to planet trying to figure this out with the baby. I don't really see her taking on Baby Yoda as like a, hey, this is a force sensitive thing. Leave the child with me, blah, blah, blah. I don't see that happening. What I can probably say is if they were smart to keep the story going is you wait to do that to the last episode. You get your climax out, you get everything. Maybe you do something with like you said, with Moff Gideon and all that stuff. You get all that out of the way. Maybe they do kidnap him and then they see the importance on trying to teach him how to defend himself, whatever the case. And so at the end, you let him go off with Ahsoka or something like that, or all three of them go off and then they train the baby, blah, blah, blah. And then you can start the season 3, like, the end of the training, stuff like that. So, it leaves room for you to either tell that story or just skip ahead because that's not something people are 100% interested in. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Maybe not. But I think a lot of this stuff is just it's the launch pad. It's going to set up for a whole bunch of other shows to come out of it. So when we finally get the payoff for Boba Fett, we'll see in that payoff where they're going to go with the story when they finally give him his show.
Gotcha.
When we finally see Ahsoka come in, we'll see, okay, so she's clearly got to get her own show because, they just mentioned this thing right here and we got to learn more about that. So they'll go off on that in their own show. You might even get to a point where maybe they'll do something with, like I said, the Obi-Wan show that they were talking about. Perhaps all this could tie into that. So now you got Ahsoka, you're getting another Jedi in there, and then boom, then you make a movie. You make a Star Wars movie. You don't make a Mandalorian movie. You don't make a
No, exactly.
They call the other show. You make a Star Wars movie, and then you can put all these other characters in that movie, cameos, whatever the case, or how they try to do with the Marvel universe, where the TV shows and the movies they were intertwined, and whatever happened in the movie had something to do and it affected the TV shows. Then you can start doing that. And the good thing about Star Wars is, even though that's an idea that's kind of been done and recycled with Marvel, it's not been done at all with Star Wars. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you guys are such a you have a big community in Star Wars that something like that would definitely go over well for you to get all these properties that interconnect and actually tell the story that it seems like Star Wars fans have been wanting. They're finally starting to pay attention to all that types of stuff. So
100%.
yeah, I think things from the Mandalorian, like I said, it's the launch pad platform, and it's just gonna go crazy.
Yeah. Real quick, get to this two-way we got from Travis Adams. Said $5 two-way, appreciate you, T. Said Baby Yoda slashes down the Mando. Now, wouldn't that be some shit? Like, if that was what ended up coming down. Then I think my man Keaton Haas hit us with a different one, or with a $5 also two-way. Let me see. He says everything in the trailers are from episodes 1 through 4. I can't wait for episodes 5 through 8. Man, I'm right there with you on that.
Right. And see, I told y'all. See, glad he said it. I told y'all before it even came out that the stuff in the trailer, it seems like we're starting to get all that stuff that we see in the trailer.
Oh yeah,
is what we got first. That's usually what they do. All the stuff that they let you see, you get first.
That's the Kevin Feige treatment right there. Like, I think that's Kevin Feige all day, because when you look at that was the one thing that Avengers would do, or not just, but the MCU would do a really great job of, is giving you that material without necessarily spoiling for you what's going to happen in the movie, but giving you enough to kind of get an idea for what you were in store for. And so I think from the stuff that we got in this trailer, it kind of set up for you what, in certain ways, what the tone was going to be, but you didn't get any idea of what the actual plot was. And I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want a trailer to spoil for me the whole damn plot. Like, I don't want to know everything that's going to happen. Like, I would have even preferred it if the stuff we got from the trailer was from the first 2 episodes, because I want as much of that to be a surprise and as much of it to be experienced like throughout the course of the show as possible. So no, I'm definitely down with that. But before we get into this conversation and libation, the last thing I'll ask you, man, real quick. So give me, and y'all hit us up in a two-way and let us know. Raw score, tonight's episode. What you got?
I don't know. I'm back down. I feel like we already we're doing this on this roller coaster. I'm not gonna give it like a 10 out of 10 expectation, but I will say it won't be no worse than a 7.
That's what's up. Yep.
So 7, and I'll allow this if Al will allow it. But yeah, I say anywhere between a 7 and like an 8.5.
That's what's up. I'm with you. I see OG fan hit us up, said 8.75.
Right.
Ralph Dupree says 7. Zach reacts to 6. Shout out to the Broke Vengeance. We appreciate y'all hanging with us. Yeah. Design the Messiah Prison Break episode. I got you. JT says 8. Design said 8. Tim with a 9.5. Damn. That's what's up.
Got some high expectations.
And then we got Linkio says 8. And then Vito, I'm gonna have to take a rain check. World's famous 7 to 8. So yeah, it looked like everybody's kind of in that same range. I saw some that were kind of up there. Now I'm starting to see a couple of 6s. But yeah, it looks like the general consensus is somewhere in that 7 to 8, 8.5 category. I'm gonna say about an 8.5, just because I think episode 2 was probably the lowest scoring episode we'll get this season, and I gave that, I think, a 7. And so I don't think we're gonna get another 7. I think this is gonna be another 8. I think we're gonna be in there with that. Sup, Drum and Company? We see you.
Yeah, we see you creeping in here, man.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man, that's where I'm at with it. I think it's gonna be an 8, man. I think it's gonna be an 8.
Yeah, I say somewhere within that realm. That's why I'm saying like 7 to 8.5. I don't see it getting any better than peak interest in higher than an 8.5. I could be wrong. And of course, I love being disappointed, or excuse me, not disappointed, but surprised in this realm of things. You know, I'll always break it, 9, 10, 11.5. Let me feel that way about it. But I don't know. And it's not a credit to who the director is, Carl Weathers or anything like the way it's written. It's nothing really about that. I just think where we are in the story, there has to be a shift coming. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to slow down the story in order to pick it back up. So I just think we're in that. I think that's what people were saying. Oh, it was a filler episode. I don't think it's a filler, but it's gonna be, it's gonna be a little slow to try to turn the story toward the climax a little bit more. So, we know Moff Gideon is back in some kind of position to where he's, ordering people around. So, we'll have to pay that off. We got Boba Fett sitting in line and waiting. We know he's going toward Ahsoka. There's just so much going on to where after a while, you can't just you can't help but get 10-star episodes. So
exactly.
We're on our way.
Yeah, totally, man, I'm right there with you. I see Gregory Sterner, Broke Vengeance, said Broke Vengeance Assemble. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yes, said every episode was a 10 for me this season. I feel you. Freddie Kitchens wants to know if we staying up till 3 a.m. I don't know about the homie over here, but I know I damn sure will be, because I gotta
go out Nerd Bench, so I'll be awake.
Oh, there you go. Well, then see, you'll be Nerd Venging, and me, I'm gonna be getting my game on. Like, it's gonna be on and popping. Then I saw somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody tried to sidetrack me and have me on a whole nother debate, because I saw somebody say Cane's was better than Chick-fil-A.
That's so old though. Like, why'd you bring that back up?
Like, I'm just like, that's what we doing? Like, we went through this. We went through this the other week, didn't we?
Where is that Michael B. Jordan meme from Black Panther where he was wearing the apron? He's like, "Is this your chicken?" Where's that?
I'm trying to tell you, man. We gonna have to do that. I think that's gonna be something for like a afternoon show where we gonna have people call in, and we gonna have the great chicken debate. Like, we gonna have to have somebody come in and rep all of the major chicken slingers. And I ain't talking about, like, don't come in here trying to tell me about McDonald's nuggets or they hot and spicy. No, you gotta be chicken primarily. I ain't gonna say chicken exclusive, but chicken gotta be your main thing. And then we gonna get on there and let them up. Design the Messiah said, "What the hell is Cane's?" Oh my God!
With the C,
Raising Cane's, man. Oh my! Now look, I'm gonna tell you,
Raising Cane's,
that Cane sauce though. That Cane, look.
It's okay.
I'm finna change the game on y'all right now. I need y'all to get your Nerve Engine notepads out, because I'm about to give y'all a Fat Man Raising Cane's recipe hack. You want a dope ass Cane's chicken sandwich? Don't get the one on the menu. This is what you do. You get you 2 cane strips, and you ask them for an extra piece of toast. You take your toast, you put you a little bit of that coleslaw they give you as your first layer. You lay a chicken strip on that bad boy. Then you take a couple of your fries. You put a little fries over that over that chicken strip, and then you drizzle to your leisure that cane sauce all over them fries and that strip. You get your other piece of your bread, you put it on there and smash that down. Boy, look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Look, I told you, look, we got enough super chats. I felt like I could let that one go, but normally I don't let them secrets go like that. But man, now that right there, look, they be looking at me crazy when I be like, "Can I get the candy egg combo with like 6 extra toasts?" They like, "What? Don't worry about me over here. Just let me get mine, man."
Right. Ain't none of your business.
Ain't none of your business. Ain't none of your business. But yeah, man. The great chicken debate, man. We got to put that on the docket so we can make sure we get on that. We got to get on that.
We give people like 20 seconds, if that long. Just come on there and say which one you like best.
Say which one you like best and why. And then you know what? And then look at Cap. Look, Cap, sit down in the corner somewhere. We know I'm from the South. We know this. We know this, man. And I want sweet tea with my combo because that's how I get down. And make sure you put enough sugar to put me in a diabetic coma when you make it. Let me worry about my health. I got this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's it, man. Wait a minute. And now look, Laura Vito trying to give Fan Jexer our idea. We're gonna do debate 8 with chicken.
With food.
Look, no. Look, he can do food, but I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna look in the camera when I say this, Adam. You do a debate 8 on chicken and don't have me and my homeboy on there, we're gonna have to come speak to you, bro. We're gonna have to come speak to you, bro. You better not do a debate 8 on chicken and we ain't on the show.
You know what? Let him do a debate 8 on chicken. Okay, you know what? We're gonna spin the whole thing and make it about food, and we'll just call it debate plate. How about that?
Look, there you go.
Debate
plate.
We'll even include people who make their own dishes on there.
You know what I'm saying? I was just look. You stole my idea because I was just going to say, Cap know his favorite chicken is shake and bake.
You're right.
And he don't even get he don't even use the extra crispy. He get the regular shake and bake. He get that keto bake.
It should come out light too. Comes out real light.
Real light. real light and fluffy.
So we missed a couple Super 2 ways.
Yeah, man. Let me know. Fill us in.
Okay, with the $5 earlier. He said, I'm just shouting out Whiskey Steve for that $50 super. Cheers, brother.
That's what's up. Appreciate you.
Whiskey Steve came back and he said Cane's is better than Chick-fil-A. It's $1.99 Super 2-way. I don't know if people are triggered by that or not. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Right. Some triggeration and libation tonight.
I don't know, man. I see somebody hit us. Jake Marino say Chicken Express. Boy, what you know about it? Look, Chicken Express, man. Now hold on. Wait a minute. Now look, we gotta say, man, you can't. It got to be changed because. You start naming hole in the wall and be like, man, Jeff Rose breasts and legs over there on right. Bro. Like, I don't want to hear about Jasper's chicken and sausage links. Like, no. None of that. Because we'll be there all damn day.
World's famous rubbed downtown over there.
Yeah. World's famous says I still have not had Popeye's chicken sandwich. I would say you crazy, but it's overrated. I'm gonna be real. It's overrated.
Yeah. It's good though. Don't get me wrong.
No, it is good. Come on now, it's good as hell. But put it this way: when they had that whole craze and people was like in line for that joint, nah, I ain't doing all that. I'm not standing in no. I'm not gonna be in no line for 3 hours. Now, could you imagine?
No.
And this is why sometimes I feel like we in a simulation, because how did we not get the awesomeness of having that whole craze during 2020? Could you imagine social distancing at Popeyes when people trying to get them chicken sandwiches?
It'd be like it was on Boondocks.
Oh, bro. Yep.
How y'all out of chicken?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was just like that. Totally.
Yeah,
just like that.
Man.
I mean, I don't know, man. You got to think about it. Chicken was like, it's been up there this year, okay? Like, people have died over whether Chick-fil-A or Popeye's chicken is better.
It's been serious.
People have died over this. Not just the dispute. I mean, like, physically over the food.
Okay?
Ain't nobody really talking about that. We all talk about other issues and stuff, but ain't nobody want to acknowledge that the chicken debate, the great chicken debate,
right,
should probably settle on debate 8 or debate plate.
Yeah,
it's a big deal.
The den. Totally somebody said the den of wings. No, man, that's got to be the den of wangs.
Right, wangs.
The den of wangs, man.
Exactly.
Man, don't have us open up. Don't have us open up a chicken spot and have DJ as the logo.
Hey, we might have to do that.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
You might
Somebody
have to
said
do.
Wingstop slaps. Yeah, Wingstop be on point, man. I got to give it to them. They be
Sounds
good,
cool.
man. Wingstop's pretty good, man.
Talk about hole in the walls. There's a little bar not too far from where I live at called Stooges, and they do wings there
Okay.
on
Yeah.
point.
See, it's a good. See, that's the thing,
On
man. When you
point.
start talking hole in the wall joints, though, like there's so many good ones, and there's so many good places, man. It's like it's hard because you can start putting that in, and people just be coming out of the woodwork, man, because they be like, well, my cousin got a
Right.
food truck outside the club, and don't nobody make chicken wings better. It's like, nah, bro, look.
Right. And I'm gonna say to y'all right now, welcome to After Dark, the only show where you can come and you can talk about Mandalorian, WandaVision, all types of Marvel and DC. We end on talking about
No,
food.
Food.
Okay?
Exactly.
Food.
Ain't no telling
Well,
how the hell we ride this show out. But on that note, I think it's a good point for us to transition into a quick little bit of conversation and libation. I mean, we already interacting with the two-way, which I have to say, I am amazed that this damn signal didn't lasted this whole 2 hours.
See, because we followed the directions perfectly. Okay, when we met up. Okay, I guess I'll
break it down. Break it down for him.
We actually met up with Denjarin, okay, and he helped us get in touch with the smuggler that knew where to find the Millennium Falcon. Okay, that's how we got it in the first place. And he gave us the coordinates to come out this way in order to broadcast and not be interrupted by people of certain cultures that are, negative. So we did exactly what he told us to do, and it seems like with the signal might have kicked in a little earlier. I think the people might have.
Yeah, they might have saw us a little sooner than later, but I'm gonna blame that on Juan Dolo, because he was the one that I'm starting to have questions about some of this stuff I'm seeing, these accessories in this ship, man. But Juan is the homie. Shout out to Juan Dolo. Good looking out on the Mandalorian. On the Mandalorian, the Millennium. Look, I can't even say it now. The Millennium Falcon. There we go. Look, I'm getting pumped, man. I'm starting to feel my fingers are getting twitchy. I'm getting ready to get some triangle, circle, X square in my life. I'm like, oh man.
I know you over there. I seen your hands over there, just pushing buttons in there.
Practicing.
I seen it.
Practicing. Nerve injury practicing.
Captain Pennsylvania said not Juan Dolo. Yes, Juan Dolo.
Juan Dolo.
Calm YOLO. YOLO.
Yeah.
And
his shipmate Lou Flocka. He was out there with him too. Like, it was the whole crew, man. It was crazy.
All right, I don't think we can tell them anymore, because then they're gonna start.
Then we're gonna.
Yeah, they're supposed to keep it on the low.
Yeah, we got it. Look, boys don't know nothing about that. Don't.
Hey, Whiskey Steve said, "At Al Schuler, you got me drunk. Congrats."
Hey, bro. I'm here for it, man. You know what I'm saying, man? For real, man. That's what's up.
He's gonna be having dreams about us. His little whiskey Steve dreams.
Right, exactly.
Man. Oh, there's so much man. There's too many man.
Blame it on the man.
Right.
Yeah.
Just have to call him up, man. The main man.
Yeah, the main man. Yeah, buddy. For real, man. That's what's up. But yeah, let's get some sabers in the emoji in the two-way if y'all talking about, if you think you're gonna be up with us for that Mando release. Let me see some sabers in the two-way before we get up our cheer.
Let's see some of them slants up in there.
The
the holder of the sabers. That's what that is. I see you over there, Mega Arbok. So don't do no talking.
Yeah, what you know about it?
What you know about that?
What you know about that?
Yes.
Yeah,
see, man. That react. There you go. Get them slants going.
Yeah, I like it.
Jonathan Velasquez says, only if Josh is wearing a clean Snuggie. He was wearing his robe last time he was up in there, just chilling.
Yeah,
straight
man.
up chilling with the Nerd Venture shirt on.
That's it. Hey, he had me dying, man. I don't know if you checked him out when they did that Star Wars holiday special, and they both had on they Chewbacca jammies. It looked like I was dying. Yeah, him and my man Star Wars.
Why did you had mentioned that? I'd have stopped working anything.
He stopped working then, huh?
I totally would have. See, Mark Hamilton, he said Chicken Wars, Episode 2, Attack of the Bucket. That sounds like something I'd probably go to the concession stand and go see, at least. Shoot, now showing at KFC.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh, KFC, by the way. Because I see, okay, so this is what trips me out about all y'all. Like earlier, we had people asking us all types of questions out of the way, what's your favorite anime, all types of stuff. And now we
get into conversation libation and everybody quiet. Crickets.
Not a damn question.
Nothing at all. Nothing. That's how it go, man. That's how it go.
Let's see, chicken versus waffles. They don't verse each other. They go together.
They go together, man. That's Ebony and Ice, Peaches and Hurt, man. Come on. That's Kool-Aid and sugar.
Where's the double-sided saber OP? We'll get on that.
We got to make that work.
But yeah, we won't get that before we finally get the purple drink emoji. So
I think Mark Hamilton just gave us a title for a skit, man. Chicken Wars, Episode 3, Revenge of the Herbs and Spices.
Hey, you know what? I feel that. Yeah,
that might be a skit, bro. We might have to give y'all that one, man.
Yeah, man. We totally gonna have to do something about that. I'm down with that one.
You're like, man, oregano or basil? You must choose.
We have my friend Adrian and I. We got a little running joke with that. I'm not entirely sure if I can.
Careful. Streams, we've been pushing it all night, man. We pushed it all night.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me check the system real quick. See if we got anything.
That tolerance meter over there. I know it's been tweaking.
Nah, we good. We still good. We got a pretty good amount of signal. So we still all right. All right.
Good deal. Let's see Jimbo Griffin. He said Ahsoka tonight, or we going back to Navarro? I don't think you're gonna get Ahsoka, man.
I'm going back to Navarro. Varro. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's how that going, man.
Now Vito trying to get in here. Where's Adam and debate 8 fried chicken war? Shoot, so you better be over there frying up some chicken so you can include his chicken into the debate.
There you go.
Just like we don't want none of that. No Karen chicken.
Nope. Don't be coming.
Don't be coming through here with none of that.
Don't be like, this is fried in coconut flour. Get out of here.
Right.
Talking about.
We don't want to see no raisins in the potato salad. Okay?
No. I don't want your vegetable lasagna. I'm good.
No.
Come in here with your avocado flavored Kool-Aid. Nope, I'm good.
It's good for you. It's
healthy, good for you.
Protein.
Yeah, no. Keep your vitamin B and your riboflavin. I don't need it. Be all right.
Vitamin bland.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I mean, Mark Hamilton just keep coming with the Chicken Wars Episode 4, a new leg of
thigh.
It's like what I did with the Harry Potter series.
Yep.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer got stoned.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Speed Tablets.
There you go.
Harry Potter and the prisoner go to Amsterdam.
I got you, Mark Hamilton, though. You got to go with Chicken Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Chicken Finger. There you go.
Oh, man.
You got to hit him.
Shoot. Right. Next thing you know, they're going to try to cancel fried chicken.
Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm going to tell you, man, look. You try to cancel fried chicken if you want to, America. You want to talk about starting a revolution? Look, I'll be outside throwing legs and thighs like it ain't nobody business. Especially because I don't like dark meat. We talked about that, but I don't eat. No, that's a little known secret. I don't rock with the dark meat. It's got to be wings and breasts. That's it.
Wings, breasts, and thighs as far as I go.
Yeah, I'll do some chicken thighs if we talking about some fajitas or you trying to put it in something. But if you gotta give me some fried chicken, I need a breast or I need a wing.
Hey, I was tolerant of the grilled. The grilled legs were pretty decent.
That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, if it's barbecue or smoked or something like that, then dark meat's cool. But
of course, you're from Texas.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course,
That's
man. Of
that's
course.
where they get you.
You know how we'll put any kind of meat on a grill. We'll smoke any damn thing.
I see the main world famous over here asking. I think Josh is probably taking a nap by now. But he's any news on the Den of Nerds, Star Wars, Galaxy's Clan? We are part of the Nerd Venture Alliance. I'm not sure. I haven't really heard him speak about the Galaxy's Clan lately. I know he was doing that, and then they were trying to get on like the Realm of Champions on Marvel. So I know he's been super busy. So once he actually gets some time,
Josh stay grinding, man. Josh stay grinding.
Josh, he stay grinding, dude. Like.
That's what's up.
I mean, I think I'm going. We need a little Den of Nerds grinder with Josh on it.
Yes,
that's totally what we need.
Bingo.
I bet you that'd be the #1 seller.
Bingo.
Just have it say "Stay grinding" around the side, and just have Josh on the top and just spin it around.
That's it. That's it. Hey man, we gonna make that work. Hey, Mark Hamilton's still coming. He said Chicken Wars episode 6, Return of the Colonel. Oh man, I got you. That's cool. But then you got to hit him with episode 8, the last breaded thigh. You got to hit him with the. And on that note, I think it is time for us to depart because we've been out here way too long and we started to trip now, man. Now that is spices kicking in. Everything is feeling good now, so
that hyperspace jet lag starting to.
Woo boy!
They start to get me now.
Oh man!
Return of the Colonel. That's my favorite
Return
one so far.
of the Colonel. I am a chicken fryer, like my father before me.
Luke, I am your fryer.
I am your fryer.
Isn't there a Lord Fryer though?
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, like for real. Oh my god! Imagine.
It totally is.
Oh man, Luke over there. That's not true. Find out it's some pasty pasty dude is the cook. It's like how this is not possible.
They came back again, episode 7. The fillet awakens.
The fillet awakens. There it is. There it is. Oh man,
can't deal with
gotta
y'all.
love it, man. Chicken Wars. I'm ready. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Jimbo, I feel you, Jimbo Griffin, man. I wish the episode was dropping right now because we take you right on into it. But you know, they like keeping us up and unproductive on Fridays because I tell you. By the time I finish with that, I ain't got nothing in me for Friday morning. I'm done. Oh man. But yeah, man.
You got Friday. You got me over still thinking about fried chicken.
Yep, exactly. Justice Simone. Yeah, them death sticks is potent in a mug, bro. Like I'm over here feeling it. Yeah, man. And the hilarious thing is, like, you know what I'm gonna do before I get on the PlayStation? I'm gonna go in there and eat some chicken because I got strips waiting for me in my kitchen.
Just like a Nerd Venger.
You know how I do it, man. We got to.
Yeah, see, Jonathan Velasquez came through. Lavis, join me.
Come to the dark side, man. Oh man.
You gotta let them marinate and soak up some of them juices first. They call her Ahsoka for a reason. She gonna get you guys together. But unfortunately, I need to get up out of here. I got to go
right there with you.
Nerd Venture
Yeah,
it
man.
gets too late.
Yeah, man. Ooh, that was good. I'm all teared up over here. I'm emotional about my
chicken. Like I'm in tears from Return of the Colonel.
Return of the Colonel. Oh, man. I'm trying to tell you, we gonna make this happen. But yeah, man, like we always say,
sir,
you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
So,
Lavis.
We'll catch y'all. Al.
Man. We gonna see them where? When are we gonna see them?
We're gonna see y'all in the next episode. Man. Whew, all right. So we got to turn around and go through the wormhole on the left
Yeah, we got
next
it.
to.
Now he said that once we pass that one star that looked like Michael Jackson moonwalking, that we gotta hit hyperspace and punch in these coordinates, right?
Yes, something like that. I'm
Something
not
like
gonna lie,
that.
I didn't pay attention to that. I knew how to get here, but I thought you was
Well,
paying
well,
attention to how to
look,
get back.
why you bullshitting? All this talk, man. Can we swing by? Cause I didn't get no cane sauce for my strips. So you think we can make a stop? You think they'll serve me in this?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they open out here. I guess we can do that, man.
I mean, damn. I'm just all I need is like a couple cups of sauce, man.
See, this is why we need to get the replicator fixed.
Well, if we could get the replicator fixed, then we'd be cool. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if my man Juan gave us the right coordinates for where we got to go to get that done.
Right, see, because you listening to Juan Dolo. Told you should listen to Calm Milo.
Well, look, no, man. I mean, I was trying to give my man a break because, he going through some hard times, and I was trying to help him out. That's what we do, right?
Yeah, we need to hook him up with Mark Hamilton because apparently he probably be able to get my man a title that he can live up to and aspire to, or something.
Yeah, I feel that, man. Well,
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I need to get the hell up out of this hyperspace.
You and me both, man. Because there's only one thing left to say. That is,
yeah.